Hello, I'm Pinder Van Arment, and this is my first Kickstarter for bitPainter, a crowdsourced painting robot. This will actually be my fifth painting robot and will be built upon the strengths and weaknesses of the original four. Specifically, it's going to use Bitcoin to address several of the problems that arose with CrowdPainter, my crowdsourced painting robot that I opened up to anyone on the internet. The problem was that since anyone could come to the website and paint anonymously, more and more people began to vandalize. And I think Bitcoin, the blockchain, and cryptocurrency can solve that problem. So here's what this technology and art installation will look like, as well as how it's going to solve the problem. The installation will include a live painting robot, 10 to 50 paintings made by it, tablets to take control of it, and a live internet feed and interface for people to participate in the installation over the internet. As I mentioned previously, this will be the fifth painting robot that I've built over the past 10 years. All of my robots paint with a brush on canvas. I built the first just to see if I could. My second was a mobile version of the first that rolled around on 3 wheels. My third robot was huge, the size of a room. For my fourth and most successful robot, I teamed up with a friend to build CrowdPainter, which you can see behind me. This one had all the AI and human interfaces developed for the previous 3, but was also open up to the internet where anyone could anonymously take control of it. To take control, all anyone had to do was go to the project's website, see what was being painted, and add their own strokes. It was all completely anonymous. At times, hundreds of people would be on the website at once, watching and contributing to the paintings. At its height, the project was shortlisted by Google in their International Dev Art Competition and featured on the main stage of their Made with Code launch event. Over 100 paintings were completed over the past 2 years, each stroke recorded in a time-lapse video like this one of the New York skyline. Things were going great, and lots of cool paintings were being made, when the ugly side of anonymity showed itself. The more popular the project became, the more vandalism appeared. It had always been a small issue, but near the end of the project, the intensity had steadily increased until hateful words and symbols began to dominate the paintings. Ultimately, the vandalism and a couple of other issues led me to retire the project. I wanted to continue, but I could not think of a mechanism that would allow users to remain anonymous, which I believed was crucial to the art, while also stopping the vandalism. Then I learned about Bitcoin, the blockchain, and cryptocurrency. The more I read and experimented with the technology, the more I realized it could solve the problem. This art installation and the website behind it will use Bitcoin in an attempt to continue to allow anonymous contributions while also stopping the unwanted hate speech. Here's how it will work. Anyone who is physically present at the robot installation will be able to take control of the robot and paint along with its AI. It will be as simple as this. Anyone on the internet will also be able to remotely take control of the robot. However, they will be required to pay a small nominal fee in Bitcoin, probably fractions of a penny per stroke. To see how this will work step by step, imagine individual A and individual B who discover bitPainter. Both individual A and B send a small nominal amount of Bitcoin to the painting's Bitcoin wallet, and then they proceed to help bitPainter paint a painting. A couple of months later, someone buys the painting, and the profit is sent into the painting's Bitcoin wallet. The painting's Bitcoin wallet now has a total of 2 Bitcoin. The 2 Bitcoin is then split 50-50 between all the individuals that contributed and bitPainter. By looking at the blockchain, Bitcoin's public ledger, is determined that individual A's share of the proceeds is 0.4 Bitcoin, and individual B's share of the proceeds is 0.6 Bitcoin. These are returned to the original Bitcoin wallet addresses. Also, the price of each painting will always be set to ensure that every Bitcoin contributor makes a profit, a steep profit hopefully. The second thing is that if a painting does not sell, the original Bitcoin contributed from Wallet A and Wallet B will simply be returned to Wallet A and Wallet B. In this manner, the anonymous crowd can participate with zero risk of losing any money, and also this will stop vandalism as it is doubtful that people will pay for the hate speech. I hope to have bitPainter built and a website set up by the end of the year. The funding goal includes the cost of an exhibition in Washington, D.C. and New York City, but if I can raise more, I would definitely want to visit more cities, possibly even go overseas. And regardless of whether or not there's a live exhibition at the time, it will be live in my studio, just like CrowdPainter has been for the last 2 years. Thank you very much for your interest, time, and support. I hope to start this project soon and look forward to seeing what the results will be.